Hey guys, Stealth here. Quick video on how to explain the new radio system that we're working with. We had about 15 guys on the server yesterday for Arma3 Antistasi, and it got a bit hectic. So we're going to be using a radio communication system to make that a bit more organized and a bit more realistic. The radio system that you're going to be using is the team-based radio. And there is a link in the description to how you can set this up. Just follow the steps in that mod profile on the page and you should be able to get it working. Now I'm going to illustrate with Sparky how this is going to work. Right now we are very, very close together and we don't need radio. So Sparky, if you can just say something, we should be able to hear that.
Hello.
Yep, that was without a radio. Now I'm going to move away from Sparky, and at this point we can no longer hear Sparky if he talks anymore. Sparky, can you say something without the radio? You guys couldn't see it, but on the TeamSpeak I could see his button go up, I just couldn't hear him at all. Once you have the radio set up, we can now talk. So it is very, very important that you have a radio with you at all times, one of these things. Sparky, can you talk now with the radio?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep, perfect, thank you. That's the big difference. Now, we have, at the moment, only short-range radios. These things work up to a range of 5 kilometers, which means that over longer distances we're going to need additional radio power, which can be provided by vehicles or if you're carrying a backpack radio. These things we're going to have to acquire, and especially if you want to be talking to a vehicle, let's say you have air support, you need to have the air support inside a range of 5 kilometers. Aside from that, we can work with various different channels. And if you have the mod installed, we're going to be using CTRL+P, and this is going to pull up your short-range radio or your longer-range radio if you have one, and you press Alt+P. And with this one, we can switch to a different channel. So I could say I'm going to go to channel C2. This way you can have separate squads using separate radio channels and not all be chattering through each other. So you can have one squad operating close to another, yet not be in the same communication range with the frequency-wise. So you can still operate in the same area, use radios, and not all be talking through each other. So one thing is very, very important: coordinate with your squad what kind of radio channel you are going to be using. Now this mod is quite intricate, but it is very, very well explained on the page that I'm going to be linking to in the description down below. The system is now mandatory for participation on this server. TeamSpeak is absolutely required. And if you're not on the right channel, you cannot hear each other talk. So make sure you have the 2 mods that are listed in the description down below. And once you have those installed, make sure you restart TeamSpeak and you should be able to get the plugin working. That's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below, but please test this out first. Work it, install it, and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, any questions will be answered down below. Alright, Sparky, let's wave off and end of the video.
I'm trying to... I can't do something, huh?